Hello there folks, it's TJ Gaming and welcome back to our MotoGP 18 career mode with Valentino Rossi on the Yamaha MotoGP bike. Today it's time for the fourth race of the MotoGP 18 season. We go from Kota, where we were last race, to the Circuito de Jerez. Now Formula 1 fans will recognise this as a circuit that was used in the 90s and a circuit that's also used for testing, but in MotoGP it is of course a staple on the calendar. I believe that I can't remember who won this one actually last year. There was a big crash, I remember that, between Pedrosa and I think it was the two Ducatis. So I'm guessing that Marquez won it in real life last year. But it's a good race, I really enjoy the track. And it's one I'm quite familiar with. But I've just moved the AI difficulty up again to 100%. Just so we've got a bit more of a challenge in qualifying. But you'll remember, of course, that we are quite a way off in the championship. We are more than 60 points off, I think now. Or 57, there we go. We're not too bad actually. 57 points off, and I think it's fair to say we need some big races now to make sure we can try and catch that up, even by mid-season. But if you can see, there's a big gap even between the top two and anybody else. So getting to perhaps 6th place would be a good objective for the next few races. But I think we need to stay on the bike. That would probably help us out somewhat in the race, but fingers crossed we can this time. We need to break that duck of coming off the bike in races, but hopefully we can, as I say, break that duck. But anyway, it's time for the qualifying for the Jerez Grand Prix. As we've mentioned in the previous episodes, we do go through Q1. There are 2 riders that go through Q1 to join the 10 that are already into Q2. That will make up the top 12 of the grid. The rest of the grid will be taken up by whoever finishes 15th or lower in the session, or 3rd or lower rather, in the Q1 session. But if we can get through to the Q2 session, we'll be able to finish in the top 12 in quali to then move on to the race. But anyway, without any further ado, let's start Q1. It seems that moving up the AI has definitely given us a bit more of a challenge. We're just shy of Ian One's best sectors. We're about, I think, about pretty much 100th off, maybe 200th. But we've had Pol Espargaro in front of us all that, which in one way is a nice, what's the word? I can't think what the word is. It's a nice mark. I can't think what the benchmark, that's the one, mark. I know it was a mark of some point. It's a nice benchmark to see. Oh dear, that didn't go very well around there. Nice benchmark to see, but a bit of a pain in the backside because it could be considered as a bit of traffic. But we haven't been able to overtake him all lap, which I think proves that we're not that quick. But come around the last corner, get a good run out of it. Let's see where our banker lap puts us. Again, there's definitely time to be gained from this banker lap, but that is top of the pile by 4 tenths. I have to say that last sector must have been good. Oh, and we've took Espargaro out. Well, that wasn't the best. Well, I suppose it's one way to get the traffic out of the way, but not the best way. But I think we need to set a few more laps. I think, to be honest, the times of all the rest will be improved from the 1:37.9, but at least we aren't beating them in Q1 by something ridiculous like 3 seconds. There we go. It's been proven. I told you before that time would improve, and it's improved to a 1:36.6 from Ian One, so it's going to take a lot for us to beat that, but I think we will this time round. It's been a good lap. Can we beat Ian One's effort? Just about. Well, that's really close. And this is probably more about our level, to be honest. We're definitely being pushed and challenged to see if we can get through, but that was a good lap from us there. Well, that's a little bit more like it, I think, in terms of difficulty level. A good lap from us there. We did improve to 36.638, which was just about above Ian One. And if we would have put any foot wrong, we could have been out of Q2. I mean, Bradley Smith wasn't that far away. Just about a more realistic time, really, to be about a second above the likes of the KTMs and the satellite bikes. But a good lap from the Suzuki of Ian One as well. He joins us into Q2. Good qualifying from Bradley Smith on the KTM. But Pol Espargaro, probably because we took him out, that's probably not the best thing to do. But it's home Grand Prix, it's not looking great for him. But Scott Redding, oh dear, not a great British display there. But nonetheless, now let's move into Q2. Well, the bar has been set, and it is really high. Look at that pole position time from Marquez, a 1:35.8. Bear in mind, when we were pushing it in the last session, we managed to get a 1:36.6. Of course, the support of the home crowd will be with Marquez, but I have to say, getting pole in this session and keeping a 100% record of that might be really tough, but it's a challenge I really am going to embrace. Well, this feels like a good lap, but I'm trying not to read the time delta at the top of the picture on the top right of the screen, just so we're not distracted or into a false sense of security. Oh, hello, Dovey. That's nice of you to be there. But I wonder what the time does look like. Obviously, Marquez are 1:35.8. I think we are doing a little bit better than Marquez, it seems, from what the time say. But I can't see how much that is by, but It's going to take a whopping lap, surely, to beat Marquez here. But it's been a clean lap. I think that's all that matters sometimes. It kept it in the realms of the track. Let's have a look what this is going to be. So, I can actually look at my time now. What's it going to be? Is it going to beat Marquez? I don't think it is. It's not. And it's a 1:36.1. Whoa! Blimey, look at that. How you've had to stop the bike there. But thankfully, we've got past Dovi. Dovi out the way, son. Oh, we could crash Dovi out. We don't really want this at the start of our lap, particularly. Oh, go away! I'll probably acknowledge he's on a flyer as well, but you know we've got to do something for ourselves. And being held up, and I hate to call Dovizioso traffic, but being held up by that traffic of Dobby there really doesn't help. But we're a 10th up on that first sector that we were last time, so definitely something to build on here. A good lap could be built on that good first sector, but it's going to be a lot tougher to get pole position. I think we've acknowledged now that this is a perfect difficulty setting for us. It's a big challenge, it's a good challenge, and if we can get pole here, it'll feel all the sweeter. Coming up to the end of this lap, then I think we are just a bit above Marquez in that sector, but obviously the last sector wasn't good enough last time to beat him. That's not the best line through there, but Dovi's still up our backside, so I suppose that confirms it's a competitive lap time if Dovi's not had to go for the move, that we are really pushing it. But can we beat Marquez this time? More importantly, can we beat our personal best? Dovi gets past us there, and he's gone into third, but Pedrosa's taken pole. Oh dear, not a good line there, and not a good lap really, a 36.7. And, well, we've took Dovi out. Oh dear, we're not very good at all this close combat stuff, are we? But we'll let Dovi back through there. But I think that's probably where we're going to leave it, to be honest, for qualifying, because I can't see myself improving on that time. We've really pushed it with the 1:36.1, and I don't think we can improve. But what a qualifying this could be from Danny Pedrosa. Vinales now up to third place. Where are we going to slot in? Let's have a look at the end of the session. So it looks like we're going to end up in fourth. So it's a Spaniard on pole. Oh, Dovi's took us right at the last minute. Well, it's a Spaniard on pole, but not the Spaniard I'd have thought, either Marquez or Vinales. But it's an all-Spanish front row for the Spanish Grand Prix. But this is an all-Italian second row, funnily enough, and hopefully we can make some good gains at the start tomorrow. But interesting to see that the famous duo, the famous trio, I suppose, of ourselves, Marquez and Dovi have been split this time round. And none of us have got pole, that's important to note.
And welcome to the Jerez de la Frontera circuit. Just a few more minutes before the MotoGP Spanish Grand Prix finally begins. We're looking forward to great weather for the race, and the riders' only worry will be the sand around the edges of the track. We are moving now to the starting grid, where the MotoGP riders are ready to start the race. Tension is sky high, but these guys are seasoned pros, able to withstand any kind of pressure.
Well, here we go then for the race. That's Alex Rins. Doesn't look a lot like Alex Rins, but oh well. But, of course, our pole sitter for today, it's a very unexpected. Danny Pedrosa very close in the battle for pole between the two teammates there. The top three covered by just over a tenth. We weren't quite in that battle. We were just quite close to Dovi and Petrucci. And funnily enough, it's an all-Spanish front row and an all-Italian second row. I think the main objective in this one is to make sure we actually stay on the bike in this first lap. That'd be a miracle in itself. But we've got a lot of good riders round us. A very competitive first four, but if anybody can challenge them, the Doctor can. The GOAT, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, Valentino Rossi. Pardon me. But it's an all-Italian second row, I've just said. An all-Spanish front row. It'll be very interesting to see what the battle is like between this man shown here, Danny Pedrosa, his teammate Marquez, and Maverick Vinales. We've got a good route through. If we get a good start on Marquez and Vinales, but we need to get a good start. Can we get it? The lights are now out, and away we go. We've made about the best start we could possible there. Of course, Lorenzo comes through as customary. Lorenzo's a very good starter, but we're not going to take many risks through here. Blimey, look at them going free abreast through there. Lost a few positions on the start. We've been shoved out to the outside by the KTM there, but giving him a bit of a nudge. But I'm going to try and stay on the bike. That's the big objective in this first lap. Bradley Smith going through once again. Not a good start from us, from 5th all the way down to 13th. Not a good start at all. But just tapping the back of Bradley Smith. But I did get a comment last time that I'm a lunatic on the bike. I think that's fair enough. I think that's absolutely fair enough. In this game, it seems that you only need absolute minimal contact to throw a rider off the bike. But not the best start from us whatsoever, down to 13th place. But we need to make sure we don't outbrake ourselves in the braking zone. Just stay on the bike, and we can regain these positions. We can pick these riders off one by one when it is necessary. But probably down to us. There are all the riders left on the bike after the first lap pretty much. We want to get past Bradley Smith as soon as possible really, because I think Bradley is probably overachieving a little bit. I don't think his pace is going to be representative of the rest of the field in terms of the guys above him, but we've stayed on the bike for the first lap as of yet. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we are going to be able to. Bit wide going out there. But not a bad start from us really. Well, I say not a bad start. We lost 8 positions. It's never a good start when you lose 8 positions, but tapping the back of Smith there. Obviously a lot more pace from us carried through. Will we go for the dive at the last corner? I think we will. Don't outbrake yourself. Good break in there. Really good move that was. Nice and clean move. And after the first lap, we are down to 12th. But as you can see, the field is really close. Marquez has took the lead. Vignales not with the best start. Lorenzo taking a few positions at the start as well. But we're just outside the top 10. And here is Cal Crutchlow just above us. We're really having to push and concentrate to catch up to the guys ahead. Bit of a twitch on the brakes there. Two Suzuki's really scrapping with each other. Rinzani and Oni in that battle for what's that, 7th place? It certainly is, but it looks like Marquez has charged away at the front of the field. But can we stay on the bike? I think I keep saying this, can we stay on the bike? Just keep reminding myself what we need to do, but less than half a second away from Cal Crutchlow on the LCR Honda. Can we make a move come to the end of this lap? But the two Suzukis are still battling with one another, of course. Any crash could promote us up the field. Crutchlow still in P11 and the Ducati, the Pramac of, it looks like Petrucci's lost a bit. No, of course, it's Jack Miller. He's battling with Johan Zarco. We're really getting good position now on Crutchlow. Good through there. And that was an easier overtake than I would have imagined, unless he wants to come back for more. Got past Crutchlow quite easily there, but we have left quite a big gap. But as of the moment, it doesn't seem he wants to come back. But what is he doing there? Don't fall off, I was about to say. But Crutchlow really going for it there, and I wasn't particularly sure what he was doing. But another place picked off there. Can we get a good run on Johan Zarco without hitting the back of him? Oh, well, we've took Zarco out. Well, we tried. I've been as cautious as I possibly can here. But you just have to go for some moves sometimes. After a lap, the Suzuki's still battling. And as you can see, coming through the Hor... That's not a glitch. It's the Jorge Lorenzo turn 13. And we are up into 10th place. Although, we had to smash our way past Zarco to do so, which isn't a little bit regretful for me. I wanted to keep it absolutely clean in the race, but you can't do everything. You can't all be perfect, can you? But we're up to 10th anyway now. And hopefully we can get past this battle. It's been intercepted a little bit by Jack Miller between the two Suzukis, Rinzani and Oni. Oh, getting very much out wide there, but controlling the bike. And funnily enough, getting a good run at the end of this first sector on these 3 bikes that are ahead of us. Just a 2.5 tenth gap that separate us now. Really find it tricky to get out of this corner with some pace, but we haven't done a bad job there. Miller pushing out Rins, and Rins getting a bit upset by that, I think. But coming up to this corner now, and Miller's going up the inside. Let's see what happens here. He pushes it, and Rins pushes him back. Oh, bit wide there, a bit dirty. Not wide even. Cutting the corner a bit there, which is a bit dirty. Apologies to Zarco, though. But apart from that, it's been a pretty near-perfect race for us so far. Rins trying to chuck it back up the inside of Miller. This could be an opportunity for us to make a move. But as asked, not as of yet. Oh, getting close to Rins and Miller now. I haven't even cut away during this race. That just shows how exciting this has been. I think tense is a better word than exciting. Getting very close to Rins through here. Going to try not to take him out. That would be a shame. Can we make a move in the last corner? Rins is looking at one on Jack Miller, but we're going to try and go around the outside. Get the cut back on Alex Rins. This could be good here. Get the run, get the pace, get the speed. Looks like Rins could be going for it on Miller. What's our lap like? It's about a second off Marquez, which is about right. Going up the inside of Alex Rins here, and maybe even Miller. There we go, we've made the move stick. Brilliant, fantastic, what a move that was. Bit scrappy though there. Ooh, get it into the corner. Don't take out Miller. Oh dear, Miller nearly took us out there. I mean, admittedly, we pretty much turned into him, but nonetheless. Oh, getting wide out there again. Don't want to hit anyone. We do well to avoid both of them there. And I think that'll be an appropriate cut point to actually cut away for the first time. Trying to get the cut back on Ian Onay. Now we've really gained on him coming up to the end of the lap. And hopefully coming into the first corner we can get past Andrea Iannone. Might not even need the corner here. If we can outbrake him, we do get past Andrea Iannone on the Suzuki. He's going to come back for a bit more. Going to try and tap him and try and stay on the bike, but he certainly does come back for a bit more, doesn't he? Can we get it round the outside without touching him? He's got back through, to be fair to him. the nutter. What do they call him? I can't think what they call him. Not a torpedo, but they do have a nickname for Ian One, which suggests a bit of a crash master. Maybe they ought to give that to us rather than the Doctor. But round the outside at this corner, surely we can't. No, we can't. But Ian One done well, to be fair, there to regain that position. It looked like we took it going onto the straight, but he's not a mug. And yeah, he regains that there. Oh, we've got him back again. We just pushed him out of the way into that corner there. Not pushed him, but just gone up the inside. There was a gap there, so we went for it, and now we hunt down Jorge Lorenzo on the Duke to get up to 6th place. The heartbreaking thing is the gap to the leader in the championship. Marc Marquez is going to increase here, but it's actually going to be probably our best position of the season. So, you know, improvement's the most important thing. We shouldn't look for the stars. We should look, see if we can improve personally. But we've only got a lap left after this. That's a bit of a scrappy entry there. Cut the corner a little bit. It's going to take a lot for us to improve this 7th position here in the Spanish Grand Prix. Well, whilst we can gain momentum through these last few corners, I don't think we are going to be able to get past Lorenzo unless we gain a lot of momentum. We've gained a few tenths over the lap, but the lap did start with a 1.2 gap, so it will be tricky to regain. But we've done our best. We've made 1 or 2 mistakes throughout the lap. Not the perfect lap, but we've gained somewhat. And I don't even think our brilliant run through these corners here will give us enough of a gain, but I don't know. No, it's not going to be enough, is it, unless we get this corner absolutely right. No, we've really pushed it through there, and I don't see it. Although we're going to gain quite a bit. Oh, for Christ's sake! What have I done there? Oh, you tool. Oh, you plonker. You plonker. I just subconsciously went for it there. Oh, what a plonker. What an idiot. I almost just subconsciously went for the move. Oh, dear. What did I do there? Well, apologies to Jorge. We've took Lorenzo out at the last corner. I don't know what I did there. I just went for it. I should have just braked and took the 6th. Or the 7th even. But we've had to take 10th in the end. That's ridiculous. Oh, what we did there. Goodness knows. But Marc Marquez wins the race ahead of his teammate Pedrosa. And Vinales and Dovi keep their positions. But once again, we are further back now in the championship. This is just quite unbelievable. And we've moved to 12. Well, we're still in 12th place, and we're 76 points behind Marc Marquez at the front of the championship. But not a good race once again. I mean, we kept it on the bike until the last corner, but goodness knows what we did there. Really don't know what we did. But not a good race at all. But it seems the AI level's a little bit better for us actually now. We can race a little bit better, but we still got to work on our racecraft. I feel this is a much different game to the rest of the MotoGP games, to be honest. You only have to really tap the guy beside you, any sort of contact, and you're off the bike, and that just seems unfortunate. But admittedly, I'm not advocating that for the Lorenzo incident. We did just smash into him, you know, there wasn't any sort of, well, we just tapped him there, but I don't know what happened at the end. But it lost us 3 places. Is it going to matter in the grand scheme? No, not really. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy that. A bit of an eventful race, particularly at the last corner. But hopefully, it's not another race which is overshadowed by a crash at the end. But anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys on Monday for the next episode of the MotoGP Career Mode for the Grand Prix de France at the Le Mans circuit. Thank you for watching, folks, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.